Die Hard Dracula. What pops into your mind? I think of John McClane in a gothic castle with an Uzi and a stake, looking for vampires when he's supposed to be on vacation.
Happy trails, Hans.
Actually, that sounds kind of badass. Damn it, why couldn't this have been that? Anyway, the year was 1998, and horror fans had good films like Ringu and The Faculty and Blade to watch. I like Blade. The first two, anyway. Blade Trinity had a terrible Dracula in it. But that dude was Christopher freaking Lee next to the Dracula in this. I'm not sure what this actually was. The story takes place, and is mostly shot, in the Czech Republic. Specifically, the town of Dubova, which is a fitting name because half this cast is Dubdova.
Lumpy, we're still rolling.
I was waiting for the laugh. So, the movie starts with a prologue that I think I saw in history class in high school.
In the year 1577, a Romanian hero, Vlad Dracul, the Impaler.
Now I'm just gonna show you the next bit of what happens, because if I told you, you'd just think I was a liar. Can movies do drugs? Anyway, let's head to California. Just long enough for the main moron Steve to watch his girlfriend drown in a skiing accident. Looks like every time I went skiing. Then he wishes on a falling star for her to, I guess, not be all dead. So naturally, a woman who looked exactly like the girlfriend, who also drowned that day, is resurrected instead.
Oh, she's alive!
Magic's not very efficient.
It's a good thing Ivan didn't have her embalmed.
Yeah, that's true.
It's called plot convenience. Or lame writing. In fact, you probably shouldn't have said anything. Well, now single, sad boy Steve decides to go on a grief-stricken tour of Europe, taking him right to the town of Dubova.
Come to scenic Dubova, the crown jewel of the Czech Republic. Home to lavish sights such as the lake, the hotel with its joke-telling patrons, the plywood castle. Let's see, what else? Did I mention the lake?
Oh, and you'll never guess who the hotel owner's daughter is. Yep, the buried alive lady.
Will you marry me?
Yes.
Oh, someone has a type. I'm kidding. They don't get engaged on day one. That's silly. It's day two. They know what they're doing. I know. I can hear you thinking it. But wait, Lumpy. This isn't a PBS soap opera. I thought this was a Dracula movie. And it is. In fact, here's a taste. And now you can see why I've been dragging my oozing feet. Dracula, by the way, is played by 3 different actors, and each one is chubbier than the next.
You cannot tell me what I can have or I cannot have. How dare you screw on top of my casket?
You know, like vampires do. Well, Blade. I think the movie was going for the many forms of Dracula thing.
This lack of blood makes me swell all over.
Either that or the actors just kept quitting. I got no idea. But Dracula and his totally pushed aside bride start a spree of killings.
What are those marks on your neck?
Marks where?
Right here.
Okay, it was one girl, but that freaked out the town enough to call in Dr. Van Helsing, who's played by Bruce Glover, the only actor you have any shot of recognizing.
You sent for me, Father.
Hang on, if this is like a modern story, then is this Van Helsing or like a Van Helsing descendant? And if you're a Van Helsing descendant, do you have to hunt Dracula? Man, I kind of feel bad for the Van Helsing who just wanted to dance.
Do you come here often?
Speaking of the arts, most of these sets look like they're from a community theater production. I'm talking stone painted on plywood cheap. I've seen better Ren fairs. About now is where I'd tell you the acting sucked. But do I really need to?
Dana, is that you? My name is Steven. Your parents are looking for you. Where have you been?
So Van Helsing and Quit Committing Steve hunt down Dracula. Terribly.
I declare war on all vampires! Die, Dracula!
This might be the Van Helsing that's the dancer.
I can only assume that his heart is completely loose, floating around in there freely.
But now Dracula is after Dana. Not sure if this is because he's trying to get back at Steve, or just because Dana's the only other woman left in this damn town. So it was around this point that I realized something that eluded me until now. They're trying to be funny. Like on purpose.
You idiots, look what you've done to my violin.
It didn't start that way. I got a feeling they kind of started off serious, and then kind of saw what they were doing, and went, comedy.
But my friend Stephen here, my friend Stephen here wants to teach you.
Finally, the film stumbles into the final battle, where the heroes triumph over evil.
I look forward to a very interesting future with you. Strange things happen in Moravia.
Why? So, what's the point of the movie? No, I'm asking, what the hell was the point of this movie? I didn't feel like I was watching a movie. You know what it was like? An SCTV film parody. Same kind of sets and over-the-top delivery. The only difference is SCTV was, funny. Love you, Count Floyd. Mercifully, that was Die Hard Dracula. The only film from the Czech Republic I've ever seen. So I don't know, take from that what you want. You bet it was the worst horror film of 1998. As for 1999... And I bet we're not getting cool alien acid blood either, are we? Bye.